and thank you for the opportunity to present today. My name is Maggie Chin, and I'm presenting an HR-led ESG initiative for the Royal Bank of Canada. Today, I will be introducing the RBC Employee ESG Engagement and Sustainable Investment Awareness Program. This initiative is designed to strengthen how ESG, environmental, social, and governance principles are understood and applied across the organization. Over the next few minutes, I will walk you through the current ESG challenge, the proposed solution, the business case, and what I'm asking for your approval for today. RBC operates in a complex and evolving ESG environment, particularly in relation to climate risk and sustainable finance. As one of Canada's largest financial institutions, RBC has significant exposure to carbon-intensive industries such as oil and gas. This creates both financial and reputational risk as global markets transition towards a low-carbon economy. At the same time, regulators such as the Office of the Superintendent of Financial Institutions are increasing expectations for climate risk and disclosure and ESG transparency. Investors are also placing greater emphasis on sustainability performance when making decisions. While RBC has made strong public commitments to ESG, there is currently a gap at the employee level. The employee, especially those in investment and client-facing roles, do not consistently integrate ESG considerations into their day-to-day decision-making. This gap creates a risk of inconsistent practices, missed opportunities, and reduced credibility in ESG reporting. To address this challenge, I am proposing the RBC ESG Engagement and Sustainable Investment Awareness Program. This is a structured HR-led initiative focused on building employee knowledge, engagement, and accountability around ESG principles. The program will include mandatory ESG training modules, internal awareness campaigns, and practical tools that help employees apply ESG considerations in their roles. It will initially target employees in capital markets, wealth management, and commercial banking, where investment decisions have the greatest impact. HR will lead the design, implementation, and evaluation of the program, ensuring that ESG is embedded into onboarding, performance management, and ongoing employee development. The goal is to move ESG from a high level strategy to something that is actively practiced across the organization. This initiative directly addresses the needs of RBC's most important stakeholders. First, employees benefit from increased knowledge, professional development, and a stronger sense of purpose. This improves engagement and retention, which are critical in a competitive talent market. Second, investors and shareholders gain greater confidence that RBC is effectively managing ESG-related risks. Strong ESG performance is increasingly linked to long-term financial sustainability and reduced exposure to risks. Third, regulators such as OSFI benefit from improved transparency and compliance. This reduces the likelihood of regulatory penalties and strengthens RBC's reputation as a responsible financial institution. By aligning with these stakeholders, the initiative creates value across multiple areas of the organization. The benefits of this initiative can be viewed across three areas: HR, ESG, and overall business performance. From an HR perspective, the program supports employee engagement, retention, and skill development. Employees are increasingly looking for employers that align with their values, and ESG plays a role in that. From an ESG perspective, the initiative strengthens RBC's ability to integrate sustainability into decision making. This leads to more consistent practices and improved reporting credibility. From a business perspective, the program supports the better investment decisions and reduces exposure to climate-related financial risks. Ultimately, this initiative helps RBC remain competitive in a financial sector where ESG is becoming a key driver of long-term success. The estimated cost of this initiative is between $100,000 and $300,000 over a 12-month period. This includes training development, communication materials, HR resources, and potential external support for ESG content. There are also some implementation risks to consider. Employees or managers may initially resist the program due to time constraint or a lack of familiarity with ESG concepts. However, these risks can be mitigated through strong leadership support, clear communication, and integrating training into existing workflows. More importantly, the risks of not acting are significantly greater. RBC could face increased regulatory scrutiny, reputational damage, and declining investor in confidence if ESG is not consistently embedded across the organization. In a 2026 environment where ESG expectations are growing in Canada and globally, taking no interest or no action presents a much higher long-term risk. The initiative will be implemented in three structured phases over a 12-month period. In quarter two of 2026, the planning phase will begin. HR will work with the sustainability and risk teams to design the program, develop training content, and prepare a communication strategy. In quarter three 2026, a pilot will be launched within capital markets and commercial banking. This phase will allow us to test the program, gather feedback, and make adjustments before scaling. In quarter four 2026, the program will be rolled out across the organization and integrated into onboarding and performance management processes. To measure success, we will track key performance indicators such as training completion, employee engagement scores, and improvements in ESG knowledge. Progress will be reviewed quarterly and reported to senior leadership and the board to ensure accountability. This initiative aligns with key ESG frameworks including ISO 26000 and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, particularly goals related to decent work, responsible consumption, and climate action. It will result in measurable outcomes such as increased ESG awareness, more consistent decision making, and improved sustainability reporting. Importantly, the initiative also strengthens RBC's ability to meet Canadian regulatory expectations and maintain alignment with global ESG standards. Regular reporting will ensure transparency and allow the board to monitor progress and impact over time. Today, I am asking the board to approve a budget of 300,000 to support the design and implementation of this initiative over the next 12 months. I'm also requesting approval to begin planning phase immediately in quarter two of 2026, with HR leading the initiative in collaboration with key internal teams. If approved, the next step will include program development, stakeholder engagement, and preparation for the pilot phase. This initiative represents a strategic investment in RBC's people, performance, and long-term sustainability. In conclusion, this program provides a practical and impactful way to strengthen ESG integration across RBC. By investing in employees and aligning with key stakeholders, RBC can reduce risk, improve performance, and maintain its leadership in sustainable finance. Thank you for your time, and I welcome any questions. This is my works cited page. And my last slide outlines my AI usage declaration for full transparency.